My name is Sarah. Birthdays are my favorite days of the year. I always get so excited when my birthday is close. I love the balloons, the cake, and the gifts. But most of all, I love spending time with my family and friends. This year, I had been counting the days. I told my mom and dad about my birthday many times. I even made a list of the things I wished for. I stuck the list on the fridge so they would not forget. I told my best friend, Emma, about my plans too. Maybe I'll get a big chocolate cake, I said. And we can play games in the backyard. Emma was just as excited as I was. The night before my birthday, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about all the fun I would have. Would there be balloons? Would I get the doll I had been asking for? My heart was full of excitement. I fell asleep with a big smile on my face. Tomorrow was going to be the best day ever. Or so I thought. When I woke up, the sun was shining through my window. I jumped out of bed. It's my birthday, I said to myself. I ran to the kitchen, expecting to see decorations or maybe a special breakfast. But the kitchen looked the same as always. Mom was making coffee, and Dad was reading the newspaper. Good morning, I said with a big smile. I waited for them to say something like, Happy birthday, Sarah, but they didn't. They just said, good morning, and went back to what they were doing. I thought maybe they were planning a surprise. Maybe they wanted to trick me into thinking they had forgotten. So, I played along. I sat down and ate my cereal quietly. But as the morning went on, nothing special happened. Mom cleaned the house, and Dad went to work. I felt a little sad, but I told myself to be patient. Surely, they wouldn't forget my birthday. Would they? I decided to drop some hints. Mom, do you know what day it is? I asked. She looked at the calendar. It's Tuesday, she said. Why do you ask? No reason, I mumbled. My heart sank. How could she forget? At school, things weren't much better. My friends didn't seem to remember either. I thought Emma would at least say something, but she didn't. I felt invisible. By the time I got home, I was sure it was all a big mistake. Maybe they were planning a surprise for later. I opened the door, hoping to see balloons and hear shouts of happy birthday. But the house was quiet. Mom was on the phone, and Dad wasn't home yet. Tears filled my eyes. I went to my room and closed the door. I sat on my bed, holding my favorite stuffed bear. How could everyone forget such an important day? I felt so alone. Later that evening, Mom knocked on my door. Sarah, dinner is ready, she said. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to see her or Dad. But my stomach was growling, so I went to the dining room. Dinner was just spaghetti. No cake, no candles, nothing special. I couldn't hold back my feelings anymore. Mom, Dad, did you forget something today? I asked, my voice trembling. Mom and Dad looked at each other. Forget something? Dad asked. What do you mean? It's my birthday, I shouted. Tears streamed down my face. How could you forget my birthday? Mom's face turned pale. Dad dropped his fork. Oh no, Mom whispered. Sarah, we're so sorry. I ran back to my room, crying. I didn't want to hear their excuses. My special day was ruined. I stayed in my room for what felt like hours. Then, I heard a soft knock on the door. Sarah, can we come in? Mom asked. I didn't answer, but they came in anyway. Mom was holding a small box, and Dad had a plate with a cupcake on it. There was one candle on the cupcake. "We're really sorry, sweetheart," Mom said. "We messed up. But we love you very much." Dad lit the candle and said, "Make a wish, Sarah." I looked at the cupcake. It wasn't the big cake I had imagined, but it was something. I closed my eyes and made a wish. Then, I blew out the candle. Mom handed me the box. "We didn't forget completely," she said. "We just got so busy. We should have made your day special." Inside the box was a beautiful bracelet. It had my name on it. "Do you like it?" Dad asked. I nodded. I couldn't stay mad at them. They had made a mistake, but they were trying to make it right. That night, as I lay in bed, I thought about the day. It hadn't gone the way I wanted, but it wasn't all bad. My parents had forgotten, but they also showed me how much they cared. The next day at school, I told Emma about everything. Even though they forgot, they tried to make it better, I said. And that's what matters. Emma smiled. "You have good parents, Sarah." From that day on, I learned something important. People make mistakes. Even the people who love you the most can forget things sometimes. But what matters is how they make up for it. So, if someone forgets your special day, don't stay angry for too long. Remember the good things they do for you every day. And always be ready to forgive. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Stories like this can help you practice English and understand feelings.